I think that when my life fully kind of started to focus on anime was when I was really sick. When I was 22, I got diagnosed with Goodpasture syndrome, which is a lung and kidney disease. And because of it, I ended up actually doing chemo for about 2.5 years. And in that time, My Hero Academia was starting to I think maybe the first two seasons were out at this time, if maybe just the first. And in one of the first episodes, Midoriya makes this comment about how it's not the cards you're dealt, it's how you play them. And for whatever reason, something in my head committed to that. It decided for the rest of my life, I was going to be a pro tag anime character. Like I was gonna have the success story. I was gonna be defying every odd, and I was going to have a really cool aesthetic behind that. And so I started kind of building this like dream character in my head. And, when you're sick and you're in the hospital a lot, fantasy is what you can really wrap your head around because your reality is kind of dark. And so being able to just take myself outside of the body I was actually in and to move into this. I started drawing at this time. Like I would read webtoons and I would read anime and I would draw myself as like this bald monk who just like kicked ass and took names, like I was just obsessed with it. And so I think that after that, I was like just so committed to it being a part of my everyday life that cosplay, of course, ended up being just that next step, you know?
Wow. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that was heavy, but that was also really interesting to hear. And it's amazing that you were able to express yourself not just through consuming anime, but also drawing and then dedicating yourself to making the most of this. As you said earlier, like embracing cosplay, like that's a very that's an investment of a hobby. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got so lucky. Like, when I first started getting into it, I was already doing OnlyFans and I was already modeling and I was already kind of getting into that career path. And so, other than like a few, like, when I was obviously younger, I did like a few cosplays and stuff, but my first real serious ones were completely funded by OnlyFans. I was working a day job to pay my bills, but OnlyFans paid for my dreams. And that gave me so much leeway to build outfits, build these characters, like that. And I'm such an online person. Like I'm constantly on my phone. I'm constantly looking at other cosplayers, other influencers, and like seeing what they're doing, how they're doing things, and seeing like what my rendition would be. And so I think that was for me the biggest thing was it didn't have to be the same cosplay you had seen 100 times. You could make your own version. You could even be the character in that world. And I became obsessed with it.